I can walk over.
That is a very balanced meal, my guy.
Huh?
What a way to open the stream. Yeah. We should be live. If we're not live, I don't know what the fuck I've done.
Well, it says that I'm live.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I can click on. I got a text. Why is my dad yelling about Winterfell? What?
That's a great question. That is a fantastic question.
My dad sent a text to my brothers and I saying, "It feels great to be back in Winterfell." And my oldest brother said, "Why are you yelling?" And I was just like, what?
Why does your dad think he's in Winterfell?
I don't know, but he says he's excited. I don't know what that means. Howdy, Packfire. Alright, so we're about to get going. Yeah, you probably should pull up your character sheet.
I got my character sheet. I'm gathering my dice. A bunch of them fell into the bottom of my bag.
You'll have a little bit of time to gather your character sheets and stuff because we're going to go through a nice little summary process from each character's point of view.
Hee hee.
$2,500 video card broken.
Who wants to share first?
Soon PBS will return. Soon I will bring it back into the light of day. And all shall bow before the wonderful power, the glorious might of public television. And also something happened with a banana. I don't care about that.
Okay, that's fair, Binkie. That's fair. Who wants to give their summary?
I can advertise myself. Capitalism.
Scoot that closer. Capitalism is your summary.
Yeah.
All right. Theiven or Floridaman, who wants to go next?
I will go first.
All right.
Let's see. I'm about to turn someone into baby food.
Yeah, but what happened last time?
I fucked a lot of things.
Mostly up.
You tried to fuck a lot of things. I can tell you that.
And you failed a lot of rolls.
Thieven will be having nightmares for a while.
That honestly, that's an apt summary. Do you have more to say, Thieven?
Thieven did not want to come back here. Thieven is regretting all of his life decisions.
That should be your
the ones unrelated to here.
That should be your constant state, to be fair. He's had too much already. Stop that.
He started crying in front of everyone because his vodka fell out of his mouth. Because you didn't want to die.
Look, there's a limit to my numbing powers.
Meanwhile,
also, you're like several rooms over at this point. You cannot comfort him.
This is true.
All right.
I'll send
a
tiny vial of myself back.
I think our new viewer may be.
No, Fackfire's been around.
Okay.
Fackfire's been around. All right.
I
gotta go big brain. Wow. Let's see. Let's figure out whose plot is going to start this. Roll 1d6.
Plot that was in the background the whole time.
B and Chris.
3.
2.
All right. Looks like PBS happens first. So your goal has been to destroy HGTV to reestablish PBS. And you have Flupn't Flup, the CFO of HGTV Towncity, on your side.
Yes. And let's see, when we left off, we had shaken on a deal that Tito will help fund this expenditure in exchange for getting ads during the documentary portion of PBS. So after all, the children have gone to bed.
Theoretically.
I will crush your bottle.
Okay, I was like, what are you gonna crush? Bottle of vodka?
I will grind you into powder and throw it in the eyes of my enemies. Anyway.
I'll be a part of everyone.
You can throw it into a cotton candy machine and make fiberglass.
Delicious.
That would risk the children consuming fiberglass, though.
You could feed it to your enemies.
No, just.
But if I feed it to them, if it goes in through the mouth, he becomes part of them. And I need to prevent that.
Free advertising.
Put it onto Q-tips and give it to your enemies.
Ugh.
Fiberglass Q-tips.
Anyway,
right.
So
Put in
was
eye
I?
drops.
Don't like that. So an important question: how loud is the banana fight orgy thing?
Well, I'm just gonna say, Bananaman having gone like Hulk-sized and started screaming about how he's a banana. Like, not that he didn't scream that he was a banana already, but I'd say he's at least deep enough for you to hear some low rumblings, but not quite like fully
So
go.
I'm just gonna look at Flupn't and say, does this usually happen?
You know, I can't say that it has. Was there a car crash or something?
I don't think so. That doesn't sound like a car crash. It sounds like some sort of semi-vegetative creature having turned into a giant monster.
Reminder that the secretary has paged the call system in the room.
Ooh, that is
yeah.
that is a smart reminder. Well,
Maybe that's what you're getting paged about. Also, I forgot to do the voice. I'm doing the voice now.
Wow, that's a very different voice than what you were using like a half second ago. But then again, like a minute ago, that was the voice you were talking with. Anyways, you're Binkie. It's fine. I'll go see what my secretary was on about.
All right.
All right. So she just stepped out of the room, gone for a little bit.
You're gonna follow. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
If something goes wrong, I need to keep my current what's the word, linchpin of my schemes intact.
Yeah. So
also, like, she's a decent person and deserves to not die to a horrible banana monstrosity.
So
the same cannot be said for the four of us.
Excuse you.
The same cannot be said for the four of us.
Excuse you.
Did I stutter?
I am a beloved children's entertainer with not a single scandal to my name. My sole motivation is helping the children.
Yeah.
Point being,
I am a decent person. Occasionally monstrous, but still decent.
Decently monstrous.
Yeah, anyway, where were we?
Alright, yeah. So, Tito, what are you going to do?
I'm going to follow the bear.
Okay. Fair enough. So,
It's my revenue.
You all follow along, and you overhear a conversation between Flupn't and her secretary, and well, she finds out that her front desk concierge, Bananaman, once again tried to have sex with a visitor to HGTV Towncity, but in the process, somehow was turned into a 15-foot-ish angry fruit beast.
So I gotta ask, why is he still employed if he's tried to sleep with visitors before?
Well, usually they're okay with it. He's a banana, and they're like, "Oh, look at him, he's cute, he's trying." They take pity on him usually, and then just ignore him.
Okay, that makes a certain amount of sense.
It's almost like when a child comes up and like says they love you and like hugs your leg, and you've never met them before.
Yeah,
I'm sure you understand.
Theiven understands deep down too.
Oh, I know every child.
Those are repressed memories.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
I know every child. Anyways, where were we? I can probably handle this. There's nothing that a good old Binkie hug can't solve.
Alright, so you're gonna go out and encounter Bananaman.
Yeah, gonna go out there. Bananaman!
I'm a banana!
Yes, you are! Come down here and give me a big old banana and Binkie hug.
Bananaman no hug!
But I'm Binkie.
Bananaman lick Binkie eyes!
You can't do that unless you come down here, and if you do, I will hug you.
Bananaman no want hug.
Oh, everyone wants Binkie hugs.
No, Bananaman want fuck!
Okay, give me a second.
Theiven inchworms into the corner.
Yeah.
You've got
a nice big seemingly consensual container of orange juice right there.
Abhi, what are you gonna do here?
I grab Bananaman and I do this to him.
No, you got that. You gotta roll for that. That's that would be in fact I believe a struggle with a character physically. So.
Oh shit! We can document the fight.
No, that's not what's happening right now. That's not what's happening right now. Also, we can't fully document it because we're not sticking this up someone's ass first. No, stop that, Mike.
I rolled a 6.
Jordan.
Partial success.
No, 6 is a failure.
No.
Oh shit! I rolled a 6.
That you rolled a 6. So I'm not gonna lie. One of the things that you could have done, that I know Chris has done, he's been being smart and actually using his aspects to boost his rolls. But since you haven't done that for this roll, you do in fact fail. So what did you try to do? You tried to like lift him and like knee him?
No, I tried to break it like the thing from Warhammer.
Yeah, but like, what are you explicitly trying to do to him through that process?
I pick him up.
Are you trying to
break him over my knee?
You're trying to do the Bane back break?
knees?
Huh?
He does if he wants to. He's always had knees.
Yeah. He has every possible limb.
All right, so you try to snap Bananaman in half, but you only seek to further his absolute severe horniness. His whole body grows a little bit more turgid. Or is it turgid? Turgid. It is turgid. Yeah, his whole body grows slightly more turgid, and he screams even louder, "Bananaman won't fuck!"
Okay. So I think that at this point I'm just going to start singing loudly and trying to make it loud enough to cover up whatever Bananaman swears, because this is good TV. I'm going to try and make this a story about like friendship and conflict resolution in post.
Okay. Well, I'd say that's...
spend to add a fact about the world that nobody's recording this.
The security cameras.
My mind is, and animators are a thing, and I'm in animation.
Well, let me see. Well, if you're adding a fact, so is it related to one of your aspects or unrelated to them entirely? And also, would you say it's good or bad for you?
It's definitively good for him because no one's seeing his humiliation.
I mean, I'm in the corner. They wouldn't see me anyway.
They would have
but
seen
it's good for me because this is an embarrassment that I'm connected to.
You are like half naked, absolutely wasted. Your underwear has been torn by an eldritch orange juice container that has just been up your ass. I'd say you're in a pretty bad state. So yeah, I think it is pretty good for you to not be on film right now.
This is fine. I'll spend what it takes.
All right. So, is it related to
How would you even
in
turn this all into a post-edit of something good?
Very carefully?
I'd like to spend a
single
plot point
probably?
For
easily connected to Toxically Christian.
It's easily connected to toxic.
How does being toxically Christian connect in any way to the fact that
I don't think it fully connects. I think that is part of what makes it good for you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's related enough to make it, like, reduce a plot point. So
hold on.
I'm not looking to reduce.
I'd say that you're.
There's not
going
to
to
be enough opportunities for me to use them all anyway. I'm just going to use them.
Yeah, you're just going to have to pay 2 plot points.
I like to spend plot points to like have somebody across the street recording on their old ass Nokia.
Well, no, it's already been established. Yeah. You can't overwrite an established rule.
Yeah,
my bad.
All right.
So
in case any children without cameras come through, I'm going to be doing my best to hide the fuck going on in the background.
Is no fuck, is murder.
Bananaman disagrees.
Am I Bananaman?
Murder fuck.
No, but you're losing this fight so far.
I have other ideas.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna list that as fight. Okay. So, I would say that your singing to cover it would be overcoming a challenge because he is considerably loud and like booming.
But I'm in everyone's heads, so that's a plot point to boost the results of my roll. Because my singing is not just physical; it's also, in fact, entirely psychological.
Okay. So now you have at least a partial success,
and that would have been a full success.
That is already a full success. So yeah, that's just a.
Yeah.
Everyone who knows Binkie just starts hearing the Binkie theme and they're like, Binkie, man.
Anyone who passes through this area is going to look at this and remember, wow, Binkie's doing live performance art, and this was so wholesome.
You hear drunken, depressed groaning from the corner.
I do not care.
Can I just, like, go out dancing and be like, do, like, an advertisement?
I am in their heads, so it does not work.
Damn.
I mean, you can sit there and dance, but, like, people will be more focused on Binkie than a dancing vodka bottle.
I'm gonna go sit in a corner and make a sign.
Are you sitting in the same corner?
Are you sitting on his limbless torso?
I guess so.
Are you making him into your sign?
Do it.
You can just shove something up his ass and use his buoyancy to lift him.
Well, there we go.
Oh no.
You can honestly just shove the neck of your bottle up there and
Oh,
hop around.
no.
Nope, not going
Oh,
that way.
no. This has gotten bad. Anyway, I'm focused on making sure that anyone who sees this is inspired and reminded of their love for Binkie and not paying any attention to the fact that this is actually a murderous fuckfest.
Okay. So what's going on here next? Like anybody doing anything here?
Well, he's definitely doing something.
Yeah, Abhi, you got more that you want Floridaman to do?
Yes. I pick up Bananaman again, put him in my meat grinder.
Okay, that's fair.
And I grind him to baby food.
That's your goal.
You gotta roll that.
You gotta roll it.
Why am I getting shit rolls? It's a 4!
Bananaman's gonna win this fight.
So
I use these dice in the one shot, and I was getting decent rolls with it.
Okay.
So you pick up Bananaman and you try to put him into your meat grinder, but he manages to squirm his way not into your meat grinder, but into one of your many orifices.
I knew that was coming.
So what form of harm is this gonna be?
Does Floridaman enjoy this?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably physical, because he's still far too large.
You're going to get sore from Bananaman's massive girth, but you enjoy it a lot in the moment. Take 1 physical harm, and let's see, that was well, actually, do you want to take harm or do you want to add an aspect to yourself?
I want to take an aspect.
Okay. You're going to take the aspect pleased, question mark?
Pleasured. Okay.
The juices are mixed.
Oh no. Now it's banana orange juice.
Oh no, that's nastier than the thought of sapient orange juice and a sapient banana fucking.
Okay, so now...
Especially when you consider it's the result.
My username in the group chat is sapient carrot.
It is. But now you are having and you're just having sex with a giant ripped banana in public.
Okay. As you do.
Okay, I'm gonna cross the street so that nobody is actively watching the banana orgy.
That's fair.
Theiven can't do that.
He's buoyant. He totally could.
So what's going on with Tito and Theiven here?
I'm making a sign. I'm just scrawling it into his remnants of his shirt.
Here, I'm gonna say that that's gonna count as a challenge, so that you get to roll for something.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely contest that.
Oh,
even once none of this.
So you want to hinder. So roll to hinder, Mr. Theiven.
Can I just use a D12 instead of 2D6?
No, because you can't get lower than a 2 on 2D6.
He
Also
fails his
6.
hinder. So you both failed? Lovely.
Okay, so you fail to hinder, which now means that you get to suffer. Where is the? Yeah. So since you failed to hinder,
so success goes.
You're
to the
unable to
challenge
affect
when it's
You're gonna be unable to affect the outcome, and you expose yourself to those consequences. He was trying to overcome a challenge. He failed, so I get to make a hard move. So what were you trying to do? You were trying to scrawl the message into his shirt.
Yeah.
What were you using to scrawl that message? Like what was your material choice?
Shards of glass that are nearby.
So, you're going to scratch up your bottle with those shards of glass.
The bottle breaks.
Your bottle does not break, but you do take 1 harm, and the shards of glass also are cutting into Theiven, so you take 1 physical harm as well.
Only 1?
And also the message is incoherent since he failed.
Yeah, and the message is completely no ability rate. It is as illegible as like a child's scrawling in crayon, except it's carved into the flesh of a man with no limbs who is not pleased by this.
Theiven has taken multiple L's.
Theiven, you wanna do anything about this situation?
Maybe roll over, knock the bottle off you.
Theiven's gonna float over to Bananaman and try to claim his arms.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Citing 2 aspects now, buoyant and armed and dangerous.
Okay, so you get to
you only need to spend 1 plot point.
Yeah, you spend 1 plot point to do this. But
you cannot
now have at least a partial.
Yeah.
This will be a struggle with a character.
And this is an NPC.
Do you want your now lover's arms removed? Like, is this okay to you?
Who said he was my lover?
Well, you're having sex right now. You're a lover in that sense.
Hate sex?
You're still fucking. Do you want his arms involved in the equation?
I want his arms removed.
What did you get?
I want to kill.
6.
So that gets upgraded to a partial success.
So you now have a partial success, and you don't want to hinder. Do you want to roll to help?
Yeah.
Oh, he's rolling to help. Man, this is some kinky shit.
I rolled a 6. I rolled a 5 and a 1.
That's not good.
So you both rolled 6s.
I'm the
so
only
you
person
both
who's gonna
failed.
But
so
I
now
had a
you get
already.
Oh yeah, he has a partial. You have a fail. So you're going to expose yourself to whatever consequences that he faces. And let's see here. We have. So you're struggling. You have a partial success. So, I'm going to say you do remove the arms. And as a result, you're going to get the aspect. Has acquired Bananaman's arms. That's you have those now. That's your aspect. And you get to choose whether you want to take another aspect that's a negative one, or if you would like to take harm.
It says the GM chooses one of those.
Well, it says I choose the first 2, and then it's they choose for the other ones.
I'm gonna make you choose the second one too.
You want harm? Oh, you want me to choose? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
Wait, no. Success, you give them an appropriate aspect or deal 1 harm. Partial success, you pick one of them and... Oh, they choose. So the NPC chooses to either...
I'm still going to make you choose.
Yeah. You're going to... So I'm going to say you remove the arms and you gain the aspect that you've taken those arms. They are now your arms. But in the process, Bananaman has reared back and smacked your chest that is sliced open with his head.
It was the back that was sliced open.
Well, your back then. He smashes into your chest and you hit a wall with your back. So you're going to take another piece of harm to your physical track, but you have acquired arms.
Okay, so...
that are his.
So, I'd like to establish a fact about the world. One that is...
Also, Abhi, as a result of his rearing back, it really impacts that orifice. Let's say. Take some physical harm, because you're going to be pretty sore there from that.
Yeah.
Floridaman ain't doing too hot.
Also, well, I can't give you Bananaman's arms as an aspect. I will give you an aspect with bruised orifice. So now things that might somehow allude to that orifice are going to potentially be a little less fun.
So my pleasure shall become pleasure/painful? Question mark.
No, you just have pleasure, but also bruised orifice.
Yeah, you're pleasured, but you got some bruising.
Yeah. As does Bananaman, presumably, at this point.
Well, he is a banana, but he's just so turgid. He's so absolutely taut to the touch that he's not going to bruise easy. His whole body is just one erect banana.
Which is strange for a banana.
All right.
Yes.
Whose turn is it?
I would like to establish facts about the world.
Okay.
And it is negative for me. And related to the fact that my alienation is all in their heads. Whenever a crowd's attention is drawn away from me, that is physically painful for me.
Okay.
And I say that because it's relevant in this circumstance, because this is pretty loud, and if I lose control of people's attention right now, that's dangerous.
That's fair.
Anyway, I'm gaining 2 plot points as a result.
Okay. And the fact that you added is that people's attention is being drawn to the
fact that the fact that I added was the fact that it would be harmful for me if people get distracted. Okay. It is your call whether or not that is a current risk.
I would say it's a current enough risk.
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to try and Pied Piper everyone who isn't currently in the act of fucking or arm theft out of this area.
Okay, does that include Tito?
Tito's not a person.
Oof.
Tito is a bottle of vodka and also a capitalist, and neither of those are people.
I apologize to Thaddeus.
Ooh, he's right.
Anyway.
All right.
So, I assume this is overcoming a challenge, or is it convincing people to do something?
I would say because there's so many people, it is overcoming a challenge more so than convincing.
I'm going to use the fact that I'm a beloved children's cartoon character to improve this.
Okay.
8.
Good thing I did, because now it's a full success.
All right, so all of the people start to follow you out of the area, leaving
singing the new Binkie song.
Yeah, singing the new Binkie song, which references the fact that there's definitely not a fight between a banana and an orange juice container that are having sex.
It pitches it as these two close friends are resolving their differences
peacefully.
In the best way, in the way they like best.
Bananaman screams like a T-Rex in the background.
I'm a banana. Wait, no, I can't do the arm. I'm a banana.
No chest pounding. Shame.
He
can't. His arms are too short.
They're gone now.
Oh yeah. Also, even before
his arms weren't too short. Look at those jacked arms.
Okay, fair enough.
They're mine now.
But okay, they were so turgid
really
that they couldn't bend to
legs,
strike his chest.
And so I'd say those arms were probably a good 8 feet long. So Mike, you've just acquired these 2 8 foot long, absolutely.
He could walk on
arms.
he could walk on his knuckles.
Yeah, now you're able to walk actually.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you put him on his legs instead of his arms.
Oh no! Become the chimpanzee Theiven.
No, he only steals arms.
Theiven.
All right, so
anyway, so I've gotten all these people out of this potentially dangerous situation.
The people have left the potentially dangerous situation. So what's going on? Let's jump back over.
What is Flupn't Flup doing right now?
Well,
presumably
she's
following
leaving.
me.
Yeah, she's leaving.
She's leaving.
Yep. Yeah,
okay.
She's leaving now. She's oh man, it's great that these friends are just resolving their differences and the way they like. She
knows
best.
what's going on.
Look at Bananaman. He's resolving things.
She knew what was going on. She doesn't now.
Now she's
Fair
convinced
point.
that it's not what it was.
This is why Binkie is terrifying.
So
no, what you suggested earlier. Remember this from The Simpsons?
Dr. Nick Riviera. Remember me? Well, this is my old friend, Mr. McCraig, with a leg for an arm and
oh no.
Nope, we're not doing that.
I don't like that image. For Theiven, at least. All right.
No,
Is Tito doing anything?
Aside from being abandoned?
Nope. I'm just gonna lay here and hope for the best.
Are you trying not to be noticed by this whole situation?
Yes.
Okay, that's gonna be a challenge roll.
I need to do a measurement here.
He's not 15 feet tall from
your dice
from that standing position. It's if you were to stand straight, he'd be 15 feet.
Have you guys
I'm doing a
rolled
frame
again?
reference for the grip size or the hand size compared to the rest of the banana.
Yeah, it's pretty tall.
Any one of those hands could envelop a human being.
Yeah.
3.
You rolled a 3.
So he can't stop advertising?
No, he's gonna get noticed. You get noticed, and because that was a 3. That's a hard move challenge here. So you get noticed. You get noticed by a child.
Okay, hear me out. All the children are gone.
Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, imagine this happening while you're Pied Pipering them. You get noticed by a child. It doesn't fully distract them, but they're like, "Oh, I'm thirsty," and so they pick you up and take you with them, and they take a sip.
Up!
You're gonna take 1 physical harm, or whichever harm track someone drinking from you takes.
I'm all in their heads. I notice this child drinking alcohol, and I am going to turn around.
Well, actually,
still leading the.
I'll specify. They go to take a sip. You have the option to stop them.
Takes that option and stops them.
Yeah, will
Thieven's
you
going to
stop
roll
them?
to help.
To help
How?
stop?
To help
Or to
this
help
child.
stop them?
Oh, okay.
How? Because Binkie will
Your laundry's done.
Because Binkie will definitely help. But I'm not sure how Theiven would be able to help.
I know how Thieven's aiming to help, but it depends on if the roll goes off properly.
Okay.
Okay, but are you going to be trying to stop this child from drinking from you?
I suppose. Well, see,
Remember what happened the last time someone offered a children dangerous substances.
If you do stay in character here and let the child try to drink you, you do get plot points.
Alright, I think I have to.
So you're gonna let the child try to drink you?
Then instead, Thieven's gonna roll to hinder.
Yeah, I'm...
Okay.
Or you could aid me as I move to prevent this from happening.
No, I've got something else in mind. Binkie's not gonna like this.
Oh, no.
Binkie doesn't like any outcome.
Binkie doesn't like a lot of outcomes. Okay,
right, so you roll... So you roll to... Actually, no, you don't have to roll at all. You roll to stop the child, which is, in this case, not going to be a roll to hinder in this case. It's going to turn into either overcoming a challenge or struggling with a character. Like, would you describe
or convincing a person.
Could be convincing, but this child is already kind of out of it and trying to take a swig.
What makes better use of has acquired Bananaman's arms?
Aren't you still in the room with Bananaman?
This is all the same room. This is the lobby.
No, this is not. This isn't in the lobby. This is actually right outside.
Yeah,
because it all started just outside. So this is like outside. Like you've taken everyone down the street, and they went across like the alleyway corner that Tito was at, and kid picked up the bottle and went to take a swig. So this is outdoors, but. So what are you gonna try to do? I'd say if you're using your arms, it's probably a struggle of some sort.
Then it's a struggle. I'm gonna punch the kid and try to take the vodka bottle off of him.
Oh my god!
Oh!
All right, roll.
I would like to interfere as a reflexive defender of the children. I'm not going to spend a plot point right now.
Are you going to try and resist by having the kid, move out of the way by controlling his mind a little bit?
What I was actually planning on doing was tanking the punch with pure hatred.
That's one way to do it.
Alright. So you roll.
6. Why does it keep rolling 6?
Alright, one moment.
So... I
also fail my interfere, but you failed too, so I'm presumably going to be the one.
Well, he did use a plot point and the aspect that he had Bananaman's arms to get himself to at least a partial success. And you had rolled to hinder.
And I am a beloved children's character. I have a role to fulfill here.
He punches the kid, but
he punches me into the kid.
So, you attempt to. So, are you spending a plot point in this role? Okay. So you both get partial successes,
which reduces his to a failure, but I subject myself to
you have caused him to fail, so that you have successfully saved the child. What was your method of saving the child again?
So the person that's trying the action is failed if they tie with the other?
Well, if you both get a partial,
a successful hinder downgrades your result by 1 level.
Okay.
So if you'd gotten a 10 or more, I would have reduced it to a partial success.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so...
And then he just takes whatever your consequences are
Yeah.
for your failure.
So what happens is there's just a moment where Binkie suddenly stops singing, and then he's in the middle of the crowd with the child. There is no frame between these moments. And just catches the giant banana fist single-pawedly.
You know what? Good on you, Binkie.
You do this, and in the process, the shockwave that one has just erupted off of you, because you are in a physical presence as well, through the mascot suit. So you basically just caused a shockwave with how fast you've moved. And that shockwave agitates the glass shards that are in the back of Theiven even more. So he takes 1 physical harm, but because you've just stopped a fist with a suit,
8-foot arm.
yeah, like
with
it
the
is
fist.
absolutely jacked with a single fist.
I would like to point out that since I am already in his head, part of how I stopped him was by making him reduce the force of the punch. So I'm still presumably going to take harm.
You're only
But you
taking
moved
1.
on shockwave speed, which is like more than it would take for me to
I
realize.
moved at the speed of thought. I am an
Moving at the speed
idea.
of thought and
You
adding the speed of thought to stop.
You
I don't know.
cannot kill an idea.
So you're going to because of stopping that fist, even though it was a little bit softened, it still isn't great for your suit,
Yeah,
and
it's hard.
could even be said to injure one of the arms inside the suit. Just a little bit. You just hear a crunching.
Even takes 1 mental.
Yeah, that's okay by me.
And you're going to take 1 physical.
Yeah, I took the 1 physical.
Okay. So that's been stopped. But because his plan was to hinder the child drinking, the child still takes a swig.
I would like to, in the same motion, scoop the bottle out of the child's
That's going to be a
hand.
new rule to hinder. Actually, that would be a new rule to, I
Overcome
guess.
a challenge?
Thaddeus, you'd have to roll.
Yeah, you'd be overcoming a challenge, because Thaddeus isn't really rolling to do anything here, unless you're trying to hinder him from stopping the child from drinking.
I guess I am.
Okay,
Alright,
so...
I'm a beloved children's character. This child sees Binkie
Actually,
and
this might also count as a struggle with a character, though, because it is... Because the child wants this drink. Like, the child's not, like, just absent-mindedly taking a swig. Like, the child's thirsty.
Okay.
So, like, you have to stop the child from drinking that. So I'd say that is a bit of a struggle. Even if it's, like, more of, like, a, hey, kid, here, have this, you know, kind of situation. So you're going to struggle with the kid, and he's going to roll to hinder.
Yeah, I'm struggling with the character. I'm citing the fact that I'm a beloved children's show character to enforce my authority over this child.
And to think, the kid could be drinking banana orange juice instead.
Or screwdriver.
Okay, that's a partial.
Partial.
Your dice suck.
Yeah.
You gotta use less movement.
So I got a partial success. He exposes himself to the full consequences.
Okay, so you got a partial, and he rolled a fail.
Because they rolled too easily.
So, you do.
I did just take something from a child. That's probably social harm.
Yeah, you're going to take social harm because, you know, you didn't want to hurt the child's feelings, but, like, you knew that in that moment it was that or the child's going to drink alcohol, and that's worse.
Yeah.
I did that last
so,
night.
And you are a child.
Abhi is less of a child than many think. This game has revealed a lot about Abhi's psyche.
This just proves that he's like a slightly older child than we realized. Like, he's 11 rather than 2.
You know what?
Am I wrong?
I wasn't going for 2, man. Maybe 15 instead of 12.
So what is the result that happens to Tito here?
So yeah, so you're going to take your social harm because you've made a child sad.
Yeah.
But you do get the alcohol out of the child's hand, and that makes Tito sad. So he's going to take 1 mental harm.
All right. I am going to offer Theiven the booze.
Theiven graciously takes it.
I'll deal with you later. And then I get back to Pied Pipering my...
With one arm and keeping the body still buoyant while the other arm is on the ground like a monkey fist, like a gorilla fist. Theiven gives a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then storms off to go back to the orange juice and banana battle.
Yeah. I'm going to kill you in your sleep now.
Tito in hand.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He did try to he tried to punch a child with fists that could probably kill a child.
Yes. But he did it to save the child.
No, he did it to get the bottle.
Yes. The same thing.
Children shouldn't be drinking.
That wasn't your motive, and you know it.
It was part of it. Toxically Christian.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but you
Theiven
also
doesn't want children to drink. He wants to drink.
Yeah.
So it was
his method of stopping the child would have killed the child.
Christian, that means he wouldn't.
He would have sent the child to heaven. The child was free of sin.
Binkie knows there is no heaven because there is no God because he exists.
But Theiven doesn't know that.
But my point
Theiven
being that I am justified in when Theiven thinks he's safe, I'll just slit his throat.
Theiven expects the sinner's fine with Theiven rather expects the sinner's fine with this.
All right. So
why'd you say Theiven rather?
And,
I said Stephen at first.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna turn around and lean down to the child. Sorry about that, but floor juice isn't good for you. Here, let's get you to a water fountain.
I roll to infect the water fountain.
How?
I don't even know.
Yeah, you're not with them anymore. You're in the hands of a Bananaman arm.
I'm hoping that Theiven will either break
Theiven
you or consume you utterly.
Okay.
I'm going to drink you.
Anyway.
I'm going to add a fact about the world.
Yes?
The water source for this town is completely dried up. Everybody has to drink imported fluids.
I don't like that.
Imported fluids, you say?
As like bottled water.
Okay.
I'm gonna running.
There's no running water in anything, including sinks, toilets.
So why are you doing this?
Just for the sake of making it a little bit hard for you to get these kids to a water fountain.
I'm gonna establish that we're near the town line.
The town water line?
The line between towns, because you said specifically this town.
That's true. Towncity, Pennsylvania. Because you're describing a town. This is Towncity, Pennsylvania, which is just one part.
Yeah, it is one borough of Towncity, Pennsylvania.
So Towncity, town.
So you need to spend, I think, 2
Town
points
City.
as do I.
Pennsylvania.
That would explain why the child is so thirsty.
Yes.
Also, I would like those back.
Sure.
Thank you. You have lost your dice privileges. When you tried to punch a child.
Alright.
Okay, I can get
So, Town City, Pennsylvania has lost its water supply.
Alright.
That's such a sentence. Town City, Pennsylvania.
That sounds like educational rap.
No!
Town City, Pennsylvania.
Am I wrong?
It's like the Arthur Jekyll Hyde Jekyll
Yeah,
Jekyll
that's
in
exactly
rhythm,
what
and
I
I
was
don't
thinking
like
of.
it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna Google this.
You've not seen that?
What?
The Jekyll Hyde thing? Anyway, where were we?
Oh, that takes me back.
Okay, so I'm just going to saunter into the next section of town.
Okay.
And find a water fountain, or even just like a CVS and get a goddamn water bottle for this kid.
Okay, so you're off to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say while you're off to do that, we're just gonna jump back to see what's going on. What's going on?
I would like to make my crowd of admirers ever expanding right now.
That's fair.
It's how I'm advertising the rise of the new PBS.
PBS2 Public Broadcast Boogaloo.
I have to wait for Thaddeus to come back for what I'm about to do.
Oh no!
Well, I mean, we're about to find out what Abhi's doing here first. So
right now, let's see.
So yeah, what's going on with Bananaman now that his arms have been removed, and you're pretty dang happy with that, but you do have a bruised anus. Oh, sorry, orifice.
Yeah, we don't know that it's
We don't know
anus.
which orifice.
It could be another mouth.
Could be. Could be a nostril. Could be a pierced earlobe.
could be, you know how snakes don't have like actual
like
external ears?
No,
I was thinking like
okay.
the snake's ear holes. Have you ever seen one of those up close?
It could be an ear hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Once you go black, now you go deaf.
Oh, Bananaman doesn't have an ear hole here. This is
you.
Floridaman's.
Here's what I'm doing. Take 2 of turning Bananaman into baby food by shoving him in my meat grinder.
So, now that he has no arms, you're gonna try to shove him in again.
But it's easier now because he doesn't have arms to stop.
But he's also already inside you. So I'd say you have to roll to remove him from you first.
An 11.
Okay, so you remove him from your orifice, and now he's excited because he's like, ooh,
time for the re-entry!
Yeah, time for re-entry, but also changing positions, ? Bananaman is excited.
He doesn't realize that's the last thing he'll ever think.
Maybe. Roll again.
I roll a fail. 6.
So, you shove Bananaman back in, and once again, he enters another orifice. Not the same orifice, but one adjacent to it. Which is going to, rub up against your already bruised orifice.
I don't like that.
And you're going to take 1 physical harm from that.
Jesus Christ, am I going to die from a bruised asshole?
Bruised assholes, plural.
Hold up a second.
Death by
Can we give him the aspect widened?
Well, let's see.
But how can he be widened when he's already the size of the universe?
Okay, do you want to take another harm, or do you want to take an aspect?
I want to take an aspect.
You are going to take the aspect widened. I like that aspect a lot. Gaped even.
I hate that I'm typing this.
So, what a lovely scenario this is.
Okay,
so Mike, you said you were waiting for Thaddeus to return to do your next thing.
Just continue your banana fuck.
So yeah, just continue fighting your banana.
Fighting your banana sounds like a bad euphemism, like choking your chicken, or wrestling your one-eyed albino python,
spanking the monkey. Except now I'm just imagining somebody like just punching them myself.
This is my girlfriend.
Yes, we're aware.
Shut up.
She is beautiful. How is your Valentine's?
Shut up. Okay, moving on. Take 4 of trying to turn.
Did she have fun at the JoJo LARP?
I was unconscious? ?
But was she?
It was flaming puppet ? Okay.
That makes it worse.
No, I think Thaddeus did the sneak. Wow.
Okay.
Sneaky. Anyway,
sneaky little man.
Anyway, his banana fucking has escalated.
Yeah, he pulled him out, and Bananaman was like, "Ooh, new position," and then got slammed back into another orifice directly adjacent to the previous one, causing harm
and gaining the aspect widen or
gaping.
But I take it out. And
okay, so you have to roll again. You gotta overcome that challenge of removing him again.
8.
That is a partial success, I believe. All right, that's a. Yep, that is a partial success. So you remove him again, but now Bananaman's kind of confused because he's like, we just got into this position. Why are we changing positions again? So Bananaman's a little confused. So for the rest of the scene, Bananaman is going to acquire this new aspect. Where's Bananaman?
Sexually frustrated?
Oh, here he is. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, so he's no longer scared by Theiven, but could be at a later. Because he was scared by Theiven before, but now he's not in that state.
Oh boy,
that was a different scene.
So now even though he had his arms removed by Theiven,
so you've removed him, but he's now sexually frustrated a little bit. He's like, "Oh, Bananaman, close. Why change?"
Now into meat grinder.
So I am in Florida.
I rolled a 9 for the meat grinder.
Hold up. I'm in Floridaman's head, and I'd like to interfere with this effort by making him believe that he's just trying to peacefully resolve his differences.
So does it make it easier for me?
Yeah, that
I'm hindering you.
How apt is his understanding of peace?
Doesn't matter. I just need a narrative justification for this hindrance.
I would say that you're not really hindering him to make Bananaman a little bit more complacent.
No. I'm making Floridaman a little bit less violent.
Oh, okay. Okay, so...
And I'm spending the fact as plot point to invoke the fact that I'm in his head.
So, like, instead of a meat grinder, it becomes a car wash?
Oh, I don't like that. Abhi, are you going to use a plot point in one of your aspects in this one, too? Or... Because you can.
Too late for that.
I've
already rolled.
That's true.
It was a
full success after the modifier.
What was the initial roll?
5.
Oh, then it was partial.
Yeah, it is a partial.
I misread. Yeah, so partial success. So I subject myself to consequences somehow, but you do not get him in the meat grinder.
So yeah, you as you look at Bananaman, you just look into those angry eyes. You get lost in them. You get just there's something so appealing about these bananas' eyes.
Oh my god, Jordan!
And you just can't help but, instead of shoving him into the meat grinder, shoving him into your favorite orifice instead to peacefully resolve your conflict.
Okay. I'm going to make a suggestion for what my consequence for this is.
Yeah, I'm gonna just see. So that was a struggle that is now reduced. What was your initial roll again?
9.
A beast was a 9.
Yeah, so he ended up failing.
Yeah,
I had
so you're now failing.
success.
So yeah, so that was a full fail. So the hard move I'm gonna make here is that you're going to get another aspect, but also because you've been mentally manipulated, you're going to take a mental harm, but your aspect of pleasured, add like a plus next to that. Which space, you get the programming going on here.
All right.
Theiven does not approve.
Since I'm splitting my attention across multiple locations, I'm going to mark distracted as an aspect.
Okay, I think that's fair for you to mark distracted.
Yeah.
And because you're distracted and a distraction from other people, which I think your distraction of their control would potentially cause a little bit of harm. So take whichever harm you feel is most apt to some of the people starting to like go, what? And get distracted from Binkie.
It's not dangerous to me if people stop paying attention to me. It's only dangerous to me if people start paying attention to someone else when they were paying attention to me. Like if something else draws their attention away from me.
Well, the thing is, now some of the people you were trying to distract and get to the CVS are now instead looking at the absolute raucous intercourse occurring now.
I thought I'd led them a fair distance away from this already.
Well, I mean, you were already, like, the thing is that they're still pretty big, and there's a few people who just were like, oh, what? I hear something, and they turn around.
Yeah, that's fair. That's mental harm. That's mental harm. Okay, and in that case, I'm just going to go right back to, all right, folks, let's go to the CVS. We need to get a drink for this child. And everyone's like, yeah, love the children. Take care of them. Oh. All
right, and with all this happening, I believe you had a thing you wanted to do, Mr. Thieven Jobless.
Is Tito capped at the moment?
Well, Chow just tried to take a swig, so probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Excellent.
Oh, no.
Molotov cocktail?
Uh-oh.
No,
not what I was going for, though. That might have given me other ideas at another point.
I'm sorry, Thaddeus.
I mean, one of my things is literally flammable blood.
Uh-oh.
Theiven runs up to this battle, going on between Orange and Banana, and takes advantage of gaping to slightly uncap, but not completely uncap, Tito, and drop him into Floridaman.
Where into Floridaman?
You're to combine and become one.
Oh no.
Screwdriver is becoming real.
Okay.
More like a
Power
screwing
Rangers style
driver?
question mark?
So I would say that to do that. Is that a struggle or a challenge? I'd say it's a challenge right now because there's raucous intercourse happening, and you have to like dodge a giant banana's dick to like throw this into the orifice that is gaping.
Is it just one orifice? I assumed that there were just as many orifices as needed.
There's a lot of orifices, but only one's gaping.
Because of course it is.
So you have to get it into the right orifice.
Or only one is inflicted with the aspect gaping.
So you're gonna have to roll to overcome that challenge.
This is fair.
Fine. You can have dice again.
I have too many tabs open.
Your plans harm both Floridaman and Tito, so I'm okay with this.
But it also helps both Floridaman and Tito because they can
Their annihilation
share
as
their
they
existence.
combine to a whole.
This isn't even our final form.
Oh no! Wait, do you
Fusion
become,
dance.
you
Listen,
become
if they get-
Tito Man?
Listen,
The
if they
screwdriver.
Florida Vondaka.
failure.
So you try to throw Tito into the correct orifice, and instead, you just kind of smack Tito into Bananaman's dick.
Oh no.
Bananaman, please? Question mark.
Bananaman was already close.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Get ready to get covered with banana pudding!
This is going to be a challenge that really gets overcome.
This is not a lesson in mixed drinks, kids.
I'd like to wear my drunk goggles so I don't remember what happens.
That's fair.
Would you like to roll to overcome the challenge of remembering this? So,
What, you don't want to remember all this banana custard?
it's a partial success.
No, it's
Hey.
not.
No,
It's a-
because he has to spend one plot point, but he did say he's wearing his
Oh.
drunk goggles, which is one of his aspects.
Oh, okay.
So,
I literally rolled an 11 with this die.
Yeah, but those are different dice.
It's
than
the
these
same
ones.
shape.
that
Doesn't mean anything.
Oh my god. Okay, so you're going.
These are just
So
line
I'm
angles,
gonna
they're not that-
finish the narration of what happens here. So, you hit Bananaman in the dick, which it doesn't harm anyone. Like this, it's it's a banana dick, and it's quite hard, but like it's not like it's gonna damage. I mean, mental harm, just for the dick smack.
Mental harm for Bananaman, mental harm
And
I feel like Theiven, being the toxically Christian person he is, should probably take even more mental harm rather than taking any
well,
aspect.
we'll see what happens at the end of this scene. So
for might be closeted.
Bananaman, it's pushed him over the edge.
Man, I have a headache.
So now the orange juice is
I'm not doing too hot actually.
banana and orange juice. You're just chock full of pectin, absolutely busted full of berry.
Holy shit, you have a lot of mental and social
I've
harm.
been taking a little bit extra too.
So, in your situation, add pleasured plus.
Oh, wait, those are supposed to be physical.
You
So
really
basically,
enjoy this.
so basically, if someone cites pleasured at this point, he just automatically fails whatever he was trying to do.
She has level 3 pleasured.
Even mean.
Depends. And in the process, Bananaman also kind of falls backwards. He can't stabilize himself with his arms, and just everything gets covered in absolutely just bananas Foster.
Since Tito is here,
Bananas Foster is bright red.
no,
Oh no, it's
like
normally
a brownish.
caramely, but you can make it red, but
no, you
it is
banana
caramelized banana goop.
flambéed. Has alcohol in it.
That means it's actually burnt though. It's just been heated by the raucous friction.
I do not like this.
And now the whole area is just covered in bananas Foster.
I want to actually eat.
Just steaming bananas Foster.
I'm glad I'm
And now
gone.
it festers.
That's fair. It's a good thing you're gone.
Yeah. If
So-
children had seen this, I would have to bodily murder all of you.
How
As a
would you do that in
result
front
of
of
this, now that you've been covered
They don't
in
have to see
the
it just
seed
because I saw it.
of Bananaman,
Oh, it even reaches me.
Oh, it's everywhere.
You got smacked with the dick too.
No, he didn't get smacked.
I was
with the dick.
8 feet away.
He just smacked the dick with a bottle and was like, "Oh, that's uncomfortably close to touching it." But now he's just been nutted upon.
Bananaman has quite the range.
Way too much range.
Bananaman's been backed up.
This is like
No
part
one
6
will
white
fuck-
snake
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, no one will fuck him because he's a banana.
Yeah, he's been trying, but no one said yes.
I could be writing a philosophy paper.
Well, guess
This
what? You're
is
not.
your philosophy
Oh
paper.
gosh.
Just summarize this whole thing.
How?
How would a
I'm sorry for Ellie
scoop of
Jackson.
banana pudding be? Not
Oh
great?
God, Farrell Jackson was gonna have to read about the misadventures of Bananaman.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So
Poor
yeah,
Farrell
did you take an
Jackson.
extra mental harm from that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you're at. Well, did you? So how many did you enter the scene with? Did you enter with 2? Like, did you take 1 from the bottle smacking the dick, 1 from the nut?
Oh, no. One from the whole collective thing. I think
No,
it's
you're getting an
kinda
extra 1 from the nut. I'm sorry, Mike.
Oh, I think that means
You're
he goes
being-
crazy.
Not quite. He needs 1 more to push him over the edge.
Cool. So I'm at 5 X's.
You can try to heal the harm at some point.
I'm not
not
gonna
if-
bother.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, this
right.
character, I get the sense, is kind of a suicide bomb.
I mean, you could pray. You have arms now.
I pray without the arms. You don't need arms to pray.
But it helps you to pray with the arms. 'Cause
You
now
only
can
need
do the
arms to
whole
pray
thing.
if you're a mantis.
But you can do the whole thing now.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, you could give God a handy.
Tito, what do you think this blast of seed would be like for you? You are partially uncapped. Does any get in there and like refill you some? Does it?
Oh,
no.
God.
No, I just realized. So, my blood, if it touches anything, basically lays eggs in it. So I could literally be fertilizing all of this shit.
Okay. So
would
I
you
think
like?
you need to establish a fact about your abilities to say that that's happening.
Yeah. Do you have that as an aspect right now that you
Yeah.
your blood lays eggs and things?
You
Yeah.
have to impregnate
Oh, do
Banana
you?
Man?
What is it?
Would you have impregnated? Wait, so that means you would have almost impregnated a small child.
Oh yeah, you
did
did
add
add
a
a 4th aspect.
Anyone who
Oh.
drinks me is infected by eggs.
But you used the word eggs in that aspect. Oh. God.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Theiven, you're gonna become a dad.
no,
I've already been drinking some Tito before.
I guess
Yeah.
that's true. Thieven's gonna be a father to Tito's children.
Oh, Jesus.
So
I guess it's a good thing that I've infected Tito, but he hasn't infected me.
well,
So
now
at this point, Thieven is every but other character's dad except for
all of
Floridaman's.
this seed, it has eggs in it now. So I'm gonna write Banana Man's nut blast has been seeded by Tito's blood.
That's
I want to
not
add
a
a fact
phrase.
about the world. I don't know what the term that necessarily categorizes all of
so
us.
that's gonna cost you 1 plot point to add that fact that you've done that, but like that's a fair result of this situation.
Anomaly children in this universe incubate particularly quickly. I want these children to exist in this scene.
All right, but I'm going
Does that
to.
affect any of your aspects, or is that affected by any of them?
If any, maybe horror.
Well, you don't have horror
Is that one
anymore.
gone?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
from a previous scene. So
But yeah, probably none of these.
yeah, so yeah, it's just gonna cost you 2 plot points then. Add that back.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Well,
Suicide
actually, is
bomb.
it good for you?
No, it is distinctly not good
Okay,
for
then
me.
take,
I am impregnated with some of
then
these
you add
children.
1 plot point, right?
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 plot points because this isn't really related to my aspects, and it's kind of neutral for
Yeah,
me.
you gain a plot point.
I'm going to establish that such anomaly children, as they've been described, also have a lifespan that can be measured in minutes. They're born.
Interesting.
And they very quickly die.
Interesting.
In fact, I'm going to change it slightly so that it's all of Tito's children die within minutes.
Oh no.
There's so much wrong with this whole scenario.
This is what happens if you don't vaccinate your children. They die in minutes.
Yeah. Tito's an anti-vaxxer.
Wow.
You can't add that fact about Tito.
Yeah, I can't. But I can add facts about his
Tito
children.
could add that fact about himself.
And I think
Granted, it would cost him 20 plot points to do so right now.
I think it would be just a fact about the world that's bad for him.
The fact that he's an anti-vaxxer?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be one of his aspects.
That's fair.
Alright. So, and you already got the extra aspect from it. So I think everyone has resolved their Bananaman nut blast.
Wait, did Floridaman resolve it?
Yeah, he got extra pleasure.
Where exactly did Tito land after?
Actually, I'll say take social harm, because there were a few people who saw that happen because they got distracted.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Floridaman has no shame.
But it's still social
Is that
harm.
one of his aspects?
I'm a sex addict. I have no shame.
That is inferring something about
You still
your
take social harm.
Yeah.
You're not going to take mental harm. You're not going to feel bad about it, but people are going to be like, oh, what the fuck?
Also, plenty of sex addicts have shame. That's why they go to rehab.
Oh, yeah. We
Better
can
than
rehabilitate Floridaman.
No, we can't. He just needs to die.
All right, so how's CVS going, Big?
Well, it's going pretty good so far. I'm celebrating with my swarm of fans, just going around getting this children something to drink, using the time to stabilize. Like, I'm using my interactions with these people and their love for me to heal harm. So let's see. All right, that's a 9 on a partial success. Okay, so I'm gonna give something or someone else time to catch up with me as I heal the social harm.
Okay, what's catching up with you?
Okay, so Bananaman, having nutted, has decided to leave the scene and go look for more opportunities to fuck.
That's fair.
And he's about to burst through the wall of the CVS, like
Oh,
fucking
Bananaman, I don't
like
think-
Banana
wait.
Kool-Aid Man.
Wait, Bananaman has left the scene.
He just nutted and bolted.
Yeah.
Not in the hoe and nigga been dial.
He's still rare and ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Okay. And I just get the forewarning, because I'm in his head to some degree of, oh fuck, he's about to Kool-Aid Man through the wall and try and fuck everyone here. And
Wait, not me.
No,
You're not
Banana
here.
Man, not Floridaman.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, I'm going to try and, before he even gets the chance to bust through the wall,
Must not through the wall.
har 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 har.
He could try to have sex with the CVS.
Okay.
Yikes.
But hear me out. I'm going to struggle with him using and I'm going to employ the fact that I'm all in his head to give him a sudden, insatiable lust for George Washington's nostril on Mount Rushmore.
Okay, roll, because that's gonna be a struggle with his current mental state.
Yeah,
That's not gonna be convincing at that point. That's just an outright struggle.
Why is it? Can I see Florida?
Well, because right now you're struggling with him mentally. You're trying to get a thought worked into his head.
Can I see his character sheet? I need to know his aspects.
Let's see, right now, I can cross off sexually frustrated. That's gone now.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say that's been replaced with sexually
Completed.
Voracious. Voracious.
Satisfied?
Sexually dissatisfied
Oh.
because he still wants more. He's not frustrated. He just still wants.
Okay, let's see. Okay. So,
But I would say because he's still in his state that's based on his blind rage. He's in a blind sexual rage.
okay,
so
but if he
you can't
wants
really
something
convince
specific,
him with reason. You have to like.
no, I'm not trying to convince him with reason. I'm just trying to give him, man, you know, be a great idea. Fucking George Washington's nostril. I'm not trying to reason with him. I'm trying to like, he's a charging bull, and I'm trying to point him in the right direction. So I would like to make this a convincing thing.
Mental struggle or convincing. All right, I'll let you take that as a convince.
Okay, so I'm offering something of value in exchange. That something being the best possible place, as far as he knows, to sate his urges.
Mike?
For he has an aspect, namely uncomfortably horny,
Okay,
that
so-
applies to this, and this will be incredibly uncomfortable when he gets horny there.
He's sexually dissatisfied. He still wants more.
Yeah, so that'll increase the cost by one. Yeah, that'll actually no, it won't increase the cost by one because I'm giving him something
Yeah, there's
specific.
also bonus.
Yeah, go fuck this.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
it would,
so,
Mike, it would work
this is
if
free.
if you did that one.
I see.
Because, like, these.
Yeah, it's free.
Yep.
So Bananaman, a mid thrust into the wall.
Gets a sudden
Stop.
lust for George Washington.
Bananaman, what George?
Darn.
George! And he just runs off, kind of like
Dick first.
this, dick first.
He
but
has
he doesn't
no
have
arms,
so
so-
he's just like wobbling back and forth,
alive.
running like at full speed,
all
dick
failed
first
that
towards Mount Rushmore, many states away.
Wait, so I can't. Hold on.
How far is Pennsylvania from North Dakota? Is it South Dakota or North Dakota?
Yes.
From the Dakotas, let's
Yeah.
say.
They've combined into Dakota in this world.
Pay a plot point for that.
No, I refuse.
Does anyone want to pay
Listen,
2
we have-
plot points for North and South Dakota to be merged?
Listen,
Into West Dakota.
Yes.
if Pennsylvania is a thing,
All right, Abhi has spent 2 plot points to make North and South Dakota merged.
Oh no.
there's just Dakota.
Yeah, and so would someone like to add the fact that we are far from Dakota, or would someone like to say we're near Dakota?
Wow.
Doesn't matter. He's still just running.
Look at the last piece up there.
Fair enough. Dakota
Sit down.
No.
And also, he has no balance because he has
Has
no arms.
merged.
So,
Actually, but it won't matter in about whenever my roll is. When is my roll?
and then he needs to climb Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he's not coming back anytime soon.
Yeah. And if he comes back, he'll probably have regrown his peel,
Yes.
unless he left it behind in the HGTV building.
I would hope he has not. I would hope he has not.
Hold on, whose turn is it?
So it's now going to be moving back from CVS to the aftermath of this. Now that Bananaman's gone, what's going on here?
How are you recovering from the banana nut?
Having post-nut clarity.
That's fair.
I don't know if it would be clarity. The fluids are mixed.
A
I'm
suggestion?
just watching all
Convert-
my children die, I guess.
Convert each level of pleasure to some form of harm.
No.
Well,
Convert it to some form of healing.
you're it depends on what you want to do.
Why were you
I'm
doing
sorry,
this again?
Theresa May. I have failed you.
Oh, God.
Meatball is on the screen though, which is fine. How about this? Your post-nut clarity makes you think about, man, I just had the most intense sex with a banana. And, like, you're a sex addict, it's true. But you're not happy with the fact that you fucked a banana.
Then you want to go to do.
So you're gonna convert one of those pleasures. So remove a ++ from your pleasures, and add that to mental harm.
There's a lot of lag on the stream, by the way.
Oh yeah, it'd be like that. It like accumulates if you don't like catch it up.
Also,
might not be fully alive.
Abhi.
Like it's already. It should be about a few seconds.
but here's the
off,
thing, though. Since
right now, I just saw the bottom get through.
Yeah, same.
Let me finish. Since I am pissed that I got fucked by a banana, and I like the question mark,
And you failed repeatedly to meat grind him.
Yeah, you didn't get to kill him.
I still am going to do what I gotta say. Yeah. With my eldritch being,
Click live.
I step over to the Dakotas and step on him.
You went to a different video.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I can do that.
You step over to the Dakotas?
Yeah.
He's not in the Dakotas yet, though.
He's on his way to the Dakotas.
Wherever he is.
You don't know that he's going there.
That's true. You don't know where he's gone.
But
you can use the fact that you're an eldritch being to say that you're already where he is.
Okay, in that case, I am where he is, and I turn him into baby food.
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to roll to struggle with this character now.
Oh boy,
super far away.
5.
Watch as Bananaman just murders him in his lust for George.
Abhi, you need to start spending your plot points to make your rolls good.
But
Too late for that. Too late for that.
It's too late for that. Actually, you should have technically first rolled to overcome the challenge of locating him, but it's fine because your eldritch being kind of makes that not.
Yeah, he was already here.
He's already there. So you see Bananaman, and you go to meat grind him, and you try. But instead, you end up throwing him through you, and he goes all the way to George's nostril. Bananaman is very happy. So the hard move is that Bananaman is no longer sexually dissatisfied.
But the chafing, though.
He has pleased himself fully.
The chafing on the stone.
And he can pass into the next life.
He's dead now.
Bananaman.
No, he has transcended.
He's been thrown all the way to George Washington's nostril on the fucking Statue of Liberty. I know it's what it is.
Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore. I wanted to say another monument because I couldn't think of it in the moment. George Washington's nostril on the Statue of Liberty in the Dakotas.
I have several questions.
No, in Dakota.
In Dakota. So he's gone straight to the nostril, and in one last blast of satisfied nut, he explodes against the nostril and dies. So you have failed your goal to kill him with the meat grinder. You don't know that you've killed him either. You just know he's gone through you. So you don't get the satisfaction of knowing that he's dead. But he is. So Bananaman is deceased.
And so what are the consequences for Floridaman?
Well, Floridaman's upset that he failed to meat grind once again, so take mental harm.
Does Bananaman now get to spend infinite plot points to change the world?
He's not a player.
Hold on, what happens? Hold on, I have 5 mental harm.
Did you already have 5, or did you just hit 5?
I just hit 5.
Okay, well you're at 5 mental harm then. You're
when
fine
you
for
when
now.
you hit 6, you snap.
Why, I don't die.
You won't die, but you will snap. Yeah, if you...
Bananaman isn't doing too good.
Well, Bananaman is not doing too good. Floridaman's doing pretty bad too. Yeah, you, where is it? Yeah, it would be on the practice.
Is there a way to fix my mental?
Yeah, when you're maxed out on mental, you snap, and so you lose access to all of your aspects other than your fatal flaw or your relationships.
So I can't wait.
Unless you pay 10 plot points to.
I could do that, but what about my alienation? Because
nope, you lose that too.
Alienation is used only if you, I think, have 5 social harm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and if you get more than 5 physical, you die.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though, I'm still an eldritch orange container.
But you won't have access to that.
But that's my identity.
It might be your identity.
But you lose that.
But you lose access to it because you're in such a bad mental state that you don't think to use your eldritchness.
Yeah. You're too crazy.
All you can.
You have driven yourself mad and no longer
Is
have access to your eldritchness.
I know exactly. I feel like somebody's trying to make the take it up to 6.
Oh, don't you know?
Now we're back at the scene with Tito and Theiven because they haven't had a chance to do anything. They just know that Floridaman gone. So what are you two doing in
There's
this?
banana nut everywhere.
Yeah, nut covered situation where
I'm watching my children die. Remember?
well they're not, they haven't hatched yet, but
Oh,
they're
hatching now.
wiggling. They're wiggling. They're
hatching
coming
now.
soon. Are they hatching out of you too?
They're hatching inside of me. I don't know about what happens afterwards.
Okay, that's lovely.
Depending on how quickly they die, they might end up just getting digested. It's
So
still
what
gonna
are
suck
they?
for
What do they
Thieven.
hatch as, Tito? What are your babies?
They're
That's
literally
not a
just mini versions.
Are they just like single shot vodka bottles?
Yeah, they're like
Banana vodka
The little like
Oh yeah, now in this case they're banana
the
vodka.
little gift ones that you can buy.
They're banana flavored vodka
Well,
shots.
Yep.
The ones on the floor would be banana vodka. The ones inside of Thieven would be...
Meat vodka?
Oh, they're Thieven flavored.
Oh no.
They're flavored.
Augustus flavored chocolate coated.
And if you drink them, they're toxically Christian. If you're not Christian, it poisons you.
Or worse, if you are Christian, it poisons you.
It
'Cause they're
makes
Christianly
it makes your
toxic.
Christianity more toxic, but it doesn't poison you. It poisons non-Christians. So all right. So, anyways,
It turns into wine.
you're watching all of your babies just they pop out of nut everywhere.
Important question: has Thieven ever, has Tito ever had children before?
Yes, that's how he knows how that works.
But does he know? But have they died immediately before this?
See, what you don't realize is that every single one of my children are just basically clones of me. They have all of my memories and shit.
And they're about to die, so it's fine.
God, they're like worse Mr. Meeseeks.
Do you share a consciousness with your children?
No, they're all individual.
I was gonna say... The horror of being digested inside of an armless, legless man's body would probably constitute mental damage otherwise.
But like, my whole objective is to reproduce so I can survive forever.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm trying to sell myself, essentially.
But your children all die immediately.
There's a chance that they might not. He doesn't know yet.
It's like spiders.
You just gotta have a chance. How do you think Tito was made?
It only takes one.
And thankfully there's only one left, because I gotta destroy that one before it can cause another.
So
Can't
all
kill
of the
me, because then you'll lose your funding.
so
I just have to wait till you funded us and then kill you.
so Thieven, what are you doing with these mini vodka bottles hatching inside you? Anything?
Give me just a moment here. I'm running on a train of thought. I have an idea. The reason I'm adding a fact about the world. The reason that most of Tito's children die, or that Tito's children die so quickly after being born, is because of the lack of warmth. They're like reptiles in the fact that they need warmth in their, not pupal stage, but in their early stage of life in order to maintain existence. And then after a certain point, they can still survive.
It doesn't negate the idea of them dying in minutes, so I'm going to add just the without warmth as a parenthetical to the end of that one.
I would like to add that the amount of warmth they need is hundreds of degrees Celsius.
Even specifying Celsius, jeez.
Yeah. Because it's already hundreds of degrees Kelvin.
I'm just gonna write 100 plus degrees C.
200 plus.
Oof.
I said hundreds.
Woo!
I do not want.
That said, I think
I
they
do
could
not want the
reasonably.
babies.
I think they could reasonably live a little longer inside Theiven than.
Oh yeah,
outside.
a little longer, yes,
But it will die.
but they won't survive the exit. Nor will they survive indefinitely, just a few extra minutes.
I mean.
No.
Are the
Ugh.
eggs bottles initially? Glenn, that's a horrible question. I don't
Also,
like
the idea that the bottles are like glass, but they're soft glass at first.
I don't like soft glass bottles that are just laid like fucking fly eggs inside things. Okay, Mike. That's inside you now.
No, it's okay. We're gonna roll with it.
I mean, Mike, how many plot points do you have?
9.
Okay, you don't have enough. I was gonna say, you could technically add the aspect that the inside of your body, because there's no extremities to send blood to, is 200 plus degrees Celsius, and you're fine.
No, I'm gonna pass on that
But
one.
you can't do that because you have only 9 plot points and you need 10.
All right.
This is
So, yeah. So you're just what are you doing with all these babies inside you? You can
I
feel them
see a
wiggling.
bunch of small bottles of banana vodka on the floor in front of me. Theiven already wants to remove all of his memories of this event.
I'm gonna say
The
that this
best way to
counts
do
as
Theiven
that-
is gonna go on a Padawan killing spree.
This is going to count as
I
healing
was gonna
harm.
say the best way to do that is just to drink them all.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, does that mean that they lay eggs inside him?
Yeah, but they also die.
Yeah, but their eggs don't. Also,
Are they born pregnant?
Yes,
They're born fertile.
they're born
Yeah,
fertile. And the
I
thing
like
is,
that.
you only specified that Tito's eggs, Tito's children died in. What if Tito was a second generation where like it was the same, and it's only every other generation can make survivable offspring in any environment?
Is
I
somebody
don't
gonna
like
make that
I think.
That we can save that for if someone wants to. But in the
Would
meantime,
that constitute a fact that's bad for me?
if you don't like Tito, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. It's not worth it.
That said, Mike, you're trying to heal harm, so you're going to have to roll 2d6
And spend a plot
to
point.
drink children.
that heals harm?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
If you don't get a full success, though, you need to either let something catch up with you or mark harm on it.
Because you're trying to
Does that-
forget.
So they're children now. Does that count towards your whole thing about protecting the children?
You hate the children, but you must protect.
No, I don't hate the children. I hate Tito's entire bloodline, but these are also children. So but I'm also not there, and these children have never heard of Binkie, so I'm not.
That's
in
true.
their place.
He's not present in them.
I guess I'm aware of.
Well, no, they
He's
have
upset
all
by
of
it, but it
Tito's
doesn't-
memories.
Oh
They
yeah,
know you.
they
You're
do know
there.
me. Okay, so I'm there. I'm gonna add the negative fact for me as a beloved children's cartoon character, and subconscious presence that I cannot get there in time to save them.
Okay.
I'm also going to add, at the cost of 2 plot points, or in a reward for 2 plot points, that since I'm distracted, I'm going to feel every one of their deaths.
Is that going to be mental harm for you if Mike succeeds?
Presumably, yes.
Okay. Well,
And
Mike, you
then
gotta
I would
roll
like
to drink
to-
children.
Yeah, and then I would like to interfere with his attempt to drink children. By
Influencing my mind.
influencing your mind and making you acutely aware of the fact that these are children. You see each and every one of them as you try and open them as the baby Jesus.
Roll, Mike, roll. You just want to heal some harm, Mike.
That's a 9.
That's a 3.
Ooh!
So, Mike, you try to drink the children, but you are... As soon as you start picking up the little tiny shot glasses, you look at them. It's the baby Jesus.
I give them a hug
And you see the baby Jesus,
with my banana arm.
but you've already opened one. And so there, lying in your palm, is the baby Jesus with his head twisted off and blood spilling out everywhere. And you know it's your fault. You know this is what you have wrought. Jesus will never forgive you. God will never forgive you for what you have done.
Theiven snaps.
Stephen snaps.
Oh no.
And that's going to be the end of this one. is just Thieven snaps. Would
Oh,
you like
God.
to have Thieven say something in his snap?
Important question. Do the baby bottles share your personality or just all your memories?
Ooh. They are essentially clones of me, so I'd say they probably have my personality too.
Clones don't necessarily have your personality. Citing the Clone Wars on that one, I can indoctrinate them!
Oh no!
They're all gonna die in minutes unless you heat them.
They will still have the same objective as me though.
Yeah.
Trying to spreading.
That's
more.
okay if they also have the secondary objective of help the children. I'm okay
We're
with
getting them drunk.
No.
So what is Thieven's response to snapping?
Well, via the mechanics of Snap, I lose access to any aspects,
except for
which includes Bananaman's arms, which was a temporary aspect, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that would be temporary.
So they just melt.
The arms just...
Thieven is also no longer buoyant for a period of time, and just collapses to the floor.
And your fatal flaw
Writhing,
has no limbs, so that's all you
foaming
can
at the
access.
mouth,
It's no limbs.
and his stomach is squirming.
Ooh.
You hear a shriek to the heavens.
Oh God. Oh no. Okay, so we got here that Thieven
what have I
has
done?
snapped.
There's not even words, it's just a scream.
Oofy. Alright, does Floridaman have an objective right now?
I don't know.
And Tito, what's going on with you? Do you have an objective?
Let's see, where are we at? I'm still at the movie station.
The HGTV station, yes.
Yeah, you're just outside that watching your
the
baby.
PBS
What is Flipper Flapper doing? Or whatever.
Fluppant?
Fluppant.
She's still with me.
Yeah, she's getting water for the children.
Okay.
Yeah,
Watering the children so they can grow up big and
you,
strong. The
you
children
watched
have plants.
Thieven just snap though. Like, do you have a goal in mind now, or you just? I mean, you could
You have lots of
hypothetically.
babies to
How
take
much
care of.
how much harm do you have right now in any tracks? Because like you could just take this time to just go around sucking up Banana's foster, healing physical harm.
Yeah, I've got
Seeing your
You are-
babies, healing mental harm. You know.
I've got 2 physical harm and 3 mental.
So like you could just make your goal right now.
Yo, if you put
something
your
to do with
babies
that.
inside you, it might not give them the warmth they need, but it'll give them an environment more likely to keep them alive.
This is true. I'll go around and start picking them up.
So that's your goal is to
Also, hold on.
save babies.
Hold on, how would I fix mental health? Because I'm about to...
Healing roll.
Yeah, you just do the heal harm rolls.
Okay.
So is that your goal to heal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say regenerate. Because I like the term regenerate with
I need to find an orange
Floridaman
juice factory.
You don't even need that. You're an eldritch
This
being.
is how I'm marking Snap on my
You
character
are
sheet.
one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Just putting
You
it all in red.
contain, but
Yeah.
you also produce, in theory.
So
Oh, sorry.
How dare.
that's
Way
nice.
to go.
I will say to conclude this.
I want to keep this on the board.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, to conclude this, I'm gonna say that a new person just walks into the scene. He's just having a time, walking, just living his life. And he gets in there, he's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Well, if my name ain't esteemed broccoli, this is not many people here at least. So I'm just pulling him in to be in the next one.
Broccoli?
Esteemed broccoli. His identity is that he's an esteemed colleague.
Oh.
He is a piece of human-sized steamed broccoli.
What is it with this game and sapient food objects?
Well, the thing
Anomaly children.
is, he doesn't He's not the same as Bananaman. I'll give you that. He's just
No, he's the same.
no. He's very different. Actually, he's just racist.
Ooh.
But you'll see that later.
HGTV, what have you been doing to this town?
This is why we needed to destroy it.
Okay, I'm with you on that now.
But yeah, so we're gonna pull him in, and I'm just gonna note has seen the banana.
Calamity.
Children.
Calamity. Okay, so hear me out.
Plus babies.
Hear me out. I may not have a meat grinder, but I do
Have meat?
have a mouthful of psychosomatic teeth.
I don't like that sentence.
Do you hate it as much
This entire
as,
game is just one unfortunate sentence
yeah.
after another.
as the echinoderm that shits where it eats?
Oof.
In a Walmart, no less.
All right.
No, it is the Walmart.
It is Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Context, I'm a terrible poet.
A wonderful poet, Chris. A wonderful poet.
Terrible can mean awe-inspiring as well, so...
I like that. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I am terrible both in the sense that my poetry sucks and the fact that my poetry inspires shock and awe.
Très terrible, if you will. All right. So that's the end of Locus Operandi Session Succession Part 2. The next one's going to be the last one, and that's not going to be for like 2 weeks, because next week I have family things. Familial obligations, if you will. So we're not going to be running out next week.
Blood calls to blood.
But we will be wrapping this up in the next one, and
I don't believe you.
the goal...
Jordan, I forgot I'm Facebook friends with your dad.
You are... The goal is to wrap it up.
The goal is to be Facebook friends with Jordan's dad.
That is the goal of all of our lives.
Anyway.
All right. So, thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to meander over and...
Goodbye.
Click the... my foot. It's fine. I'm going to click the...
Nothing is fine.
the end.
And we're livened.
We're not live yet.
We're about to be live.